Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Center Parc Stadium in Atlanta, home to the Georgia State Panthers. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Georgia State's offense will get the first crack at it here. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Got his man downfield. At midfield, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Provo. Out of the backfield, he's open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
That's caught. It's Kane. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Dropping back, it's Provo. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Got it in the middle, it's Washington. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. With his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl, but knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, and the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Got his man on the right. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Under fire. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Here comes the heat. Grabbed behind the line. It's Murray. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Panthers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Provo. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. It's complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. Trying to keep this drive alive. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers!
The best running backs are the guys that can just snip out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Finding open areas. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Eagles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up third down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
We've reached the break. Georgia State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. Fights off the defender. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? To the air, it's Provo. Under fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
It's so hard to play QB. You got all these bullets flying at you, people coming at you, and you got to know where they're running a route. Oh, and I got to get my feet perfectly set and try to make throws. So I think you can't be great at quarterback unless you get the first part secure first, and that's your feet. Get those feet nice and quiet before you throw the football.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
The Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff from the gun. Can't get him to the ground. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly. Oh, it's a fumble. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. To the air, it's Chambers. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Eagles! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And how about the bomb, the long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's what
he's going for a big play downfield. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Panthers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Clemson is ahead early in Death Valley, but that's not exactly Trevor Lawrence out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Virginia. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Using his legs, it's Rice. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Finds a man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. Pulls it in, it's Kane. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
To the air on first down. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
That's caught. It's Washington. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Soft spot in the middle. Off and running. Inside the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Eagles! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. You might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Provo. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Let's go. Running back searching for a hole. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Time to take a shot. Makes a grab down the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage.
He'll take the deep shot. He makes a grab, and he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll take another shot here. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
It's not the end of the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You got to push the ball down the field if you're going to get the first down. And guess what? You threw an interception, so be it. You made the tackle. No big deal. It's kind of like a punt.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Scanning the field, it's Chambers. Oh, they're after him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rush is on him.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his man. It's Rice. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Fires to the middle. Got his man. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Provo. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. He's looking to throw. Big guy smells it. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Out of the end zone. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after.
And they're able to make the tackle.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 40. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Georgia State comes to the line with a first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Provo. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. Quick strike through the air for the score. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Coastal Carolina has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen on the surf turf, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over Jacksonville State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
It's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Back to throw, it's Chambers. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And trying to get it in. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Got guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Bringing the heat. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24. And the Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Eagles. Extra point here will tie the game.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And right down the middle. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Might be changing the route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The short hands, it's Washington. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Plows through the defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Provo. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds his man down the middle. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives, because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. makes a connection.
The second down pass, complete to the wideout. Gain of 18.
We reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. To throw, it's Chambers. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Behind the chains now on second and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. Got enough space. Touchdown, Eagles. They move on top here in the fourth.
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Throwing right. Got him downfield. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Fires on the move. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
The Panthers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Punch it out of the air. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Looking to scramble. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run.
Touchdown, Panther! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's money time. It's third and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. The inside handoff. Runs ahead and powers its way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Eagles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods.
He's going for it all. He's got it at the 25. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Give to the running back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the 2nd half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing, throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. To the air, it's Chambers. Finds his big tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Got a man. It's Kane. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Throws toward the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And they're able to get him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run. Shoot, you almost got the 1st down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People were fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of the season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite of what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.